I leave Karma sitting there by himself and return to the front of the tavern, where Anise has more tours waiting for me. Today I have to work as a server, which is still better than working with Mr. Broom. The usual people here at the tavern, and I overhear conversations as I work. At one point, Garland walks over to the bar and Anise serves him a drink. He looks sullen, and I watch him curiously for a few moments. Then I notice that he is staring at Durian, who is talking sternly to two drunken men, continuously clacking their bottles together at a table. If you make too much of a scene here, you're going to bother the other customers. But the same people are here all the time, eh? We're not bothering anyone, hon. Dot. Jerry looks so agitated. What is wrong with him? I will not stand to have you call me that again. Loosen up, woman. You may have been a knight at the palace before, but you got no such title now. Jerry stands up, and I can see silent anger in his eyes. A few people at the bar look at him with worry. I may have no title, but I still demand respect. Sir Garland? Are you okay? He looks back at us, almost like he's coming out of a trance. I'm fine. Sorry about that, ladies. He sits back down, glancing once more at Jurian as she continues speaking to the man. They glance at Garland warily, their expressions more somber. Why is he acting that way? Garland is usually more composed. Princess, is something on your mind? No. I brush all my thoughts of what just transpired from my mind as I return to my work. Hours go by, and my body protests to all of the leaning I have to do. Even though I had to carry a lot around town yesterday, it was nice to be out for a while. Maybe I am better off helping him to just avoid the chores in here. At least stops me from being worked to the bone. Oh, Princess, you're doing well today. I always perform like this. But today you're delivering everything really quickly. Do you mean to say that I don't perform well on other days? Ooh! No, Princess. I only mean to say that today your performance is even better than normal. Is that supposed to be a compliment? I walk away from Anise, who stares at me sadly. If she wanted to give me a compliment, she could have said something that wasn't so backhanded. Oh my gosh. You totally need karma. You need karma, you need Chewy, and you need all of them in your life. Hang in there. As the tavern clears for the day, I finally have time to sit down and relax. As I'm sitting there, Waltz pulls up a chair and sits in front of me. Now, what do you want? Hello, Princess. I hear from my niece that you were excellent at your job today. Congratulations on improving. Is that all? Princess? So you're mocking me now, too? Princess, I think you're taking things too seriously. The intention of a compliment is, well, compliment someone. We're not making fun of you. You are implying that I am not normally as good at this. We never said you weren't good at this. Only that you were better today. It's okay. We're missing Chewy in our life, that's all. Let me give you an example. I put on puppet shows for kids. Sometimes the children come to me and say that the show was even better than usual. So the children are telling you that your shows aren't normally satisfactory. Not at all. The children always smile regardless of whether they really like the show. So long as you're trying your best, that's all that matters. The people in the bar are always smiling when you deliver food to them, aren't you? No, no one likes me here. Maybe if you smiled, they would smile back. I'm not going to smile for any of them. I do not owe them anything. You don't need to owe anyone a smile. Any smile that isn't owed is fake. Princess, I am leaving Walt. I want some time to myself. I walk upstairs to my bedroom, politely ignoring the look of sadness on Walt's face. It's okay, Catherine. I have been sleeplessly laying on my bed for hours. Sometimes I hear the sound of people walking through the hallway. Who would be up at this time of night? I need to leave and get some fresh air. It is eerily quiet at night. I stop when I hear faint sounds coming from outside. Who's that? Go outside. Well, I did say I needed some fresh air, no point in backing out now. I walk to the front door. Princess? Oh dear God! I turn and see Delora looking at me, with amusement flickering in her eyes. Princess, what are you doing? Getting some fresh air. It's dangerous out at night, you know. You can't just keep me inside like some caged bird. I didn't say you had to stay inside. I said it was dangerous. You might need to get your ears checked. Then there won't be any problem with me going out right now. Princess, you only hear what you want to hear. You can't go outside without an escort. I am not going to go far. Before Delora can stop me, I walk out the front door and head in the direction of the sounds. You must be the most disobedient princess I've ever met. And you must be the most annoying witch. Delora lets out an undignified snort as she catches up to me. Fine then, we'll go on this little night stroll together. She cares. You know she cares! Delora and I eventually find ourselves in the forest. Those sounds. It sounds like metal against metal. Well, I guess with you being partnered with Karma, you would find out eventually. Excuse me. I get the answer to my question when we walk through the trees and come into a clearing. I finally see where the sounds are coming from. Oh hey, it's you! Two men stand in the clearing. Two men stand in the clearing, swords clashing. One of the men is Two men stand in the clearing, swords clashing. One of the men is Garland, who is poised with his sword. It takes me a moment to realize that the other is Karma, who isn't in a dress. So it was he who was with Waltz that night. Neither he nor Garland noticed that at first. Princess, you're staring. Of course I am. What is all of this? A practice session. Karma is a very talented swordsman and he practices at night with either Jurian or Garland, depending on who's not on patrol. Karma can use the sword that well. The king told me once that only knights could have such skill. Just who is Karma? Oh, if it isn't the princess. Oh dear God, he saw us. His voice is nothing like the feminine voice I always hear from him. Oh, do I have to go deeper? Here goes nothing. Karma actually sounds like a man. I notice him looking at me in between his strikes with a little smile. How does he remain so composed and steady with a distraction? Princess! Karma quickly finds an opening in Garland's hesitant stance and then pins him to the ground with his sword, still smiling. To be distracted is to die, Garland. I know. The ability to see distraction and then put them on the back of your mind is one of every knight's should hone. You must know everything that is happening around you, but only deal with the pertinent things. Yes, sir! Karma straightens, sword in hand. Moments later, Garland stumbles to his feet and gives an obedient bow. Karma nods at him before shearing his sword. A slow melancholy begins to creep into my heart. For some reason, seeing this sword practices makes me still nostalgic, though I am not sure why. What are you practicing for? To protect, princess. Knowing the sword is the same as knowing the shield. It's a means to protect. I think I remember having this kind of conversation with them before. Oh, I can never figure out how to counter an opponent when they're mere inches from my face. My commander called the one the enemy's kiss, a standoff where your eyes lock into your opponent because of the proximity. The best way to counter that is to feint the sword in the opposite direction. It throws your opponent off because they're not looking. Oh, that makes sense. But the enemy's kiss? What a name. It seems so dramatic for a sword move, doesn't it? Swordplay is dramatic though, isn't it? Isn't the most effective swordplay not meant to be flashy? Princess! I did not notice you there. Good morning, princess. Well, the most efficient swordplay cannot be predicted. The commander says it needs to be robust. Wait, is Karma the commander? And quick! Sometimes swordplay can look like dancing though, which is why some think that professionals are flashy. That seems unnecessary. Everyone has their own methods, their own skills. All of us knights fight for different reasons as well. Isn't it to protect all of us in the palace? Well, yes, but we protect everyone in the castle for different reasons, princess. The knights protect for different reasons. I turn to Karma. But Karma, you are not a knight. No, I am most definitely not. But since Garland and Jurian begged me to teach them, I have somehow become their mentor. There is no way Garland and Jurian would do that. After all, the both of them were the best knights in Yagiella before they were stripped of their title. Karma actually speaks the truth. Jurian and I really did have to get down on our knees and beg for him to instruct us. What? Is Karma really so talented? So, you are finally impressed with me. What do you think, princess? I am the picture of elegance in this outfit, aren't I? You know, I don't know why you and Rumple fight so often. You really are very similar. Don't compare me to that fool! He has no class. Just because you come from different backgrounds doesn't mean he has less class. Ooh, burned! So the reason you were so tired today is because you do all these practices at night? Ho ho, I suppose I've been caught red-handed. Why does this have to be a secret? Does it have to do with Karma's curse? But he is not in his disguise now. We could have been working on breaking the curses today, but no, you decided that staying up late into the night and practicing was more important. That was probably why you were grumpy this morning. Well, our protection is vital, don't you think? Garland, you're at the palace. How is it that Karma possessed more skill with the sword than you? Princess! Karma is special, Princess. He's more talented with the sword than a lot of other people. And I do pride myself on being a splendid instructor. But never fear, Princess! I will help you dispel your curse! After all, you did suggest that we were still partners. Can he really help me with my curse? But how will he do that? By just presenting opportunities. We'll try again tomorrow, darling. But for now, Garden and I have some more work to do. This time, Garden, do not lose focus! Yes, sir. The sounds of swords carried through the night air, and for a long while I stand with Laura watching the two men fight. Karma chides Garden often, telling him that his concentration is warning. Karma is a good swordsman, perhaps even better than the palace knights. His nimble swordplay repeats again and again in my head, even when I return to the tavern for the night. Oh dear. Oh, this is new? Catherine, I've told you before that the knights are an unruly bunch. But Mother, they are so much fun to watch. They are dangerous, Catherine! Any person with a sword has the potential to use it on you. But Father says that the knights are supposed to protect me. That they are, as that is their order. But as people, they may not be so good, Catherine. Not so good? The king has told you that the knights are meant to use swords to protect you, but you cannot trust them completely. Even though Father said that they would keep me safe? Sometimes the people we trust are the most deceitful, and a man with a sword has a weapon to use against you. No matter what he says, be wary that he can turn on you. Haven't I told you before that you should not trust people? But the knights are. Even knights can be treacherous, Catherine. Do not trust a man with a sword. He can be dangerous. Yes, Mother, I understand. Try to understand, my sweet. I only want you to be safe. Yes, I understand. Well, girlfriends. Okay.